Well, here's what I think is going on. With the federal government, you see it all over the news now, right? DOGE and people losing their jobs. Well, if you're looking for government benefits, and that's what I concentrate on, I try to show people the government benefits they're eligible for. And there's an average of what comes out every year is about $17,000. Oh, I got that. Here's somewhere. What'd you do with that? Okay, here it is. Now, in 2025, what the government is going to give out is an average of $18,767,000 to every adult in America. And what he's done so far, the White House now, really hasn't budged that at all. They're going to tie it up a little bit or whatever, but it's nothing serious about you getting the benefits that are there. That doesn't mean in the long run. But I really think what they're interested in the long run is making it look like they're saving a lot of money so they could get the tax benefit. See, this is the big enchilada, I think, in the Bush, or not Bush, who is it? Trump, that guy, what they're after. Last time was here, he got through a tax package, and he's been bragging that he's going to do that again. Okay, this is what the tax did last time, the tax package. It's grants to people, okay, and they give it through the IRS. So it's the same thing. They're taking government money and giving it back to people, okay, instead of spending it on programs for defense or the poor or whatever we decide to spend it on. Okay, the last time they did this in 2018, it was $1.5 trillion. So that's big. Our full budget is only $6 trillion. Okay, and so what they want to do, the last one, here's how they distributed that money. Okay, the top 10% in America got 53% of all that money. So that's the top 10% income. The richest 10% in our country got 50% of all the money. 50% to the top 10%. Now, I don't even think they need a government handout, do they? I thought they're rich enough. They learn how to make money themselves. I thought it should go to people who really need it. But they got 50% of it. Okay, so the second group of people, the second 10%, got 30%. So the top 20% of America's income, the richest 20%, got 80% of the money. That's the old 20-80 rule, right? I've known that a lot. Okay, so the top 20% got 80% of that $1.5 trillion for doing what? I guess voting is what it is. So that's what they're trying to do. And they're trying to see, because we're so in debt as a country, we owe so much money, the government does, in debt, that it's silly to go further in debt. So they want to go further in debt with this tax package. So we don't have enough money to pay the debt or anything else. So that's what I think their motive is, to satisfy the rich people with all this money. That's why I think the rich people know that to say, I'm from the government and I'm going to help you, is true for them. The government is helping the rich people a hell of a lot more, right, than the poor or middle class. So they're getting peanuts compared to the rich. No. Okay, so that's what's going on. And to be able to do that, he has to look like he's saving money in the government. And all he's doing, I don't think there's any savings yet. He's firing a lot of people and causing a lot of pain. So, but the government programs they're going to give out that $18,000 this year haven't been affected at all. They're still going to give that out, and because that takes an act of Congress, which he doesn't want to do, because I guess he can't get it through. But anyway, so as of now, if you need help for living expenses, you need help starting a business, you need help buying a house, you need help getting an education or a better job, you need help, health care, all these programs are still there, okay? And they haven't been touched at all. Some of the bureaucracy involved in them have been, and that's going to be a little confusing for a while, but ignore that because there's always options. Like right now, if you need a $5,000 grant, $10,000 grant, actually, what you do, there's more than one place to get that. That's right, more than one place to get that. If you go to findhelp.org, and put in your zip code, and then after that, you put in rent you'll find 50 to 70 nonprofit organizations and government offices that help you pay for rent. That's right, that's there for free. Or if you want to get money to fix up your house, there's money for that too. And there's hundreds of nonprofit organizations. You put in your zip code, you put in home repair, and you'll get 100 to 200 organizations that give out money for free. Why does that happen? Because of this. This is how our country is set up. Our country is set up in two departments. One is capitalism, and that is 60% of everything. The other is the community. That's government and nonprofit organizations. That's here to help people. That's how we help each other in America, is through the community, the government and nonprofit organizations. They don't ask for money. The fireman comes out and fixes up your house and puts the fire out. No credit card, they just do it, okay? The same thing. You need money for a new roof? That's for free too. There are programs for that. There are other programs over here that will charge you money, but you don't know about these programs, and that's what I try to do. So those programs are there. They're for everybody. But what's happening now in our country, I mean, we're living in the 50s, and it's not the 50s anymore. Because during the 50s and 60s, everybody's income went up the same. So if the rich were getting more, the middle class were getting more, and the poor were getting more. Now that's not happening. Since about 1980, in the last 25, 45 or 50 years, people have been, the 90% of the people in America only saw their income raise by 30%. They only saw their income raised by 30%. The rich saw it raised by 200%, okay? So they're doing fine. So that's why I can't understand. Why are we giving more people to the rich and more money to the rich from the government? And this is government money. So, and I think the rich people, don't they brag about how they go make your own money? Well, why don't they go make their own money? Why are they getting it from the government? and see, and now the people that are living and paying other wages, here's this consumer price index. This is why everything's so expensive. The consumer price index in those 40, 50 years went up 300%. Okay, for 90% of the people, it went up only 30%. So you have 300% increase in prices, 30% increase in wages. That's for 90% of the country. 90% of the country only saw their wages increase by 30%. Wow. So they're screwed, right? They're never going to dig out of that. So that's why I don't understand why we're saving, doing all this hurt and everything so they could get this tax break to give more money to the rich. I mean, that sounds biased. I guess so, maybe because it is. I consider myself an independent. I swing either way. I go by data and not by ideology. Ideology to me is like a glutton. You see the same answer to every question. No, there's different times for different answers, so that's why you have to stay independent. There's another program. Now, this was set up, I would think, for the rich, for the poor. This is through Biden. And he has $8.4 billion to fix up your home to have lower energy costs, okay? That's $8.4 billion for low energy costs. Okay? So, what happened in the first year that was out, which was 23, the people in the bottom 25%, so the lowest income people in the bottom 25%, they got only 1% of that money. The people in the top 25% got 65% of that money. So the top 25%, again, the richest people got a hell of a lot more money than the people probably needed. This is to reduce your energy bill, your utility bill. I don't think people in the top 25% really has a problem paying their energy bill. I would think there are a hell of a lot of people in the bottom 25% that have paid for their energy bill, but they got the least amount of money. See, that's why, to me, I don't know why we're feeding the rich. And that's why, when you watch his, the inauguration, the billionaires were behind, the new president. We had 3 billionaires. Well, I thought they're smart enough to create their own money. No, they know it's easier to get money from the government than anyone else. And the average person on the street is beat up for getting money in the government. You're a welfare queen and all this kind of, that's just this nonsense. We have 40% of the country that gives out money and help for people to improve their lives. We have a lot of people that can't improve their lives because they're not making them enough money. We got to change that. We don't have to make millionaires richer. That's why when I started doing this work, I was helping millionaires become billionaires. I said, God, there's a lot more important problems than not having enough billionaires, I would think. And that's what I do, is devote my life now to showing people, man, this stuff is there, and it's there for everybody, just because you live in this country, okay? So where do you start? Okay, I put there's a report that you could download right now, and it's called bit.ly, and then let's go top 10, let's go top 10, bit.ly, let's go top 10. Download that report, and it shows you step by step for any problem you have. You have problems with education, you have problems with getting out of debt, you have problems starting a business, you have problems getting a better job, you have problems with healthcare. There's people there, I have in those 800 numbers, that you could call and get free help for any of those. Don't go to Google. Go to those starting points I have in that free report, so you don't get caught in the Google cesspool. You'll get 200 million websites of people who want to give you money or want to spend your money. So you have to give people in Google money. The people I show you only give you money. Otherwise, Google wants to take your money. All those people want to get money from you to solve your problems. You don't have money, so don't go to Google. Go to bit.ly, okay, / Let's Go Top 10, and get the 10 best places to get as much free money and help as you need right now. And don't wait, because who knows what these idiots are going to do in the future. And to start applying, it's going to take some phone calls. And that's the best way to use this, is get on the phone, start talking to those people. And if they don't help you, ask them, where else can I go? Getting information in this society now is about finding the right people to talk to, not going to the internet, not going to Google. No, you go to nonprofit organizations or government offices that get paid to help people like you with your problem. They get paid to help you. Use them. They're free. And if you're interested in our service, we have a special offer now until the 25th of March. For $1, you could get our service for just $1, 5 days of unlimited free help to get unlimited help to apply for every program you're eligible. 5 days for $1, and that's letsgodollar.com. Okay, 5 days, $1. Don't forget. Or get the free report. You don't want to give me $1, fine. Get bit.ly / Let's Go Top 10 and start doing it. It's all about doing something. Don't do the same thing you've been doing. It's not working, isn't it? Got to change that game.